someone, only when you love someone, you'll find that only real love makes everything seem easy. Joy you bring, I wouldn't need 1,000 things when we are together, are long ways apart. Love someone, only when you love someone, you'll find that only real love.
On these Friday streams, I think you can actually hear me now. Hi.
Yeah, did we?
Yeah,
I think
was
we
like, I
missed
might
the
have-
hello, honestly. Yeah,
Might have been a little premature on that.
hello,
Hi.
welcome.
Welcome to the Friday stream. Normally on these Friday streams, we like to have something educational. We like to,
Yeah.
play 2v2 ranked, or we have Cirrus come on and play ranked, and that's still something that's on the docket. But we wanted to do something a little different for the start of the show
But
today.
I'm here.
Yeah,
Ha.
hi.
No, Cyrus is here. Don't worry. It's still the rank stream with Duke and Cyrus. But I wanted to come on and talk to the community with you.
Yeah.
Basically, check it out. Last week, I was on the Friday dev stream, right? And we talked about the hopes and dreams and all these different things that are coming up and questions that community has been asking. But in doing all of that, honestly, we were a little pie in the sky, right? A little like,
Yeah, we definitely.
oh, I hope we can do
said
this.
A lot
We
of
want to do
things.
this. And I neglected to mention just stuff that's actually happening and
Yeah.
like what we're planning on, right? Which is kind of like the whole point of the last stream, and somehow missed that mark. Whoops.
There's
on top of
there's
that,
a
we
lot.
had an awesome feature lined
Yeah.
up that we were ready to reveal and actually completely forgot to even talk about it. So we have that. We're going to reveal a feature that's coming.
Well, okay. Here, wait. Before we start doing what you're doing,
No,
we
okay.
got okay. We have to do this.
Okay.
As much as all of this is stuff that we're very confident in and whatnot, we have to say this is all still stuff that's in development. There's never a
Right.
100% guarantee. Things can happen. As close to we're not fully promising, but this is stuff that we've been working on. They're very solid looking. They're looking good, and we want to show you all this stuff, but also to let you know that there's always that
Yeah.
small percent chance that something happens and they don't make it into the game.
Yeah, it's the delicate balance between wanting to tell you guys what we're planning on, what we're thinking of, what we're doing, what's on the docket, so to speak, versus promising things and then people
Not being able to-
upset.
yeah.
Or not being,
Not being able to follow through on those
follow through
things.
with that.
All right, are you ready to talk
okay.
about some of the stuff that we've been gathering to
Yeah,
show?
so basically we went around to people in the office.
In the office, and they're like, "Hey,
and we
what can we?"
tried to figure out what all we can talk about
Yeah.
without getting anybody in any other company upset.
We're trying
with
to
us
not
or
get anyone in trouble or anything.
No one's getting in
Okay.
trouble. Okay.
Let's just do it. Let's jump into it.
All
okay.
right. What's first?
So first thing on the list is for those of you who know the game, you play the game, we have legends, and you can buy those legends with gold.
Oh,
You can also
I know what this is.
buy the All Legends pack,
Yes.
and that will unlock all legends in the game for now and in the future, as far as I'm aware of. Again,
Yeah.
no.
No. It is totally.
Okay.
That is totally for
Okay.
sure.
But
You buy the All Legends pack, you get all the new legends now and forever.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Our plan is for an upcoming feature. Again, this isn't 100% locked. I think it's going through code review and things like that. But our plan is that if you have bought the All Legends pack, or if you do buy the All Legends pack going forward, you will get a gold refund for any legends you have
Yeah.
previously bought. So if you bought a bunch of legends and then one day you're like, you know what, it's time to get the All Legends pack, we'll give you that gold refund for all of those previously earned legends.
Now, that's been a feature that's been asked for a long time. So finally, I'm glad we're getting that. So, okay, gold refund, right? That's
Yes.
You guys get it. That's simple. For a long time, and it still is now, and it still will be for a little while. But this is slated for a future patch that we don't know which.
Yeah.
But the tech is in. It's happening. Players can get their gold back for all the legends they purchased before they purchase the All Legends pack.
Yes.
That's
There you go.
fair.
I think
just
that's
fair.
it's very reasonable.
That's just fair.
And
it took some work to get it in, but it's just fair, and it just that makes sense.
It
Makes
does.
sense to me. Okay, so cool. That's a good one. That's boom. Here's one thing that we wanted to give you guys for a long time. It's actually it's being worked on, and it's looking pretty good to come in. So
it's looking good.
all right, cool. Glad we can.
Yeah,
we can do
we got
that.
it.
Can we reveal that cool feature? Basically, okay. Go ahead. Let me take this one.
You ready for the next one already?
I'm ready
You're
for
like,
the next one.
It's cool, but like, what about
Okay,
this?
this one is actually a big deal. I'm frustrated because I totally meant to talk about
It
this
was on the
last
list
week.
to be talked about last week.
And so here it is. It's a feature that I've been waiting for a super long time. Let me paint a picture for you. You're playing with some new Brawlhalla buddies, right? Or some
Okay.
old friends who are starting to play Brawlhalla. Turns out they love Brawlhalla, right? But like you're way too good now. You can't play with them because you'll just whoop them, and like it's not even gonna be fun for them. What if we had a handicaps feature, right? What if you could put in an unfair advantage for them so that they could have fun whooping on you? I'm talking like you get hit for more knockback, or you start with less amounts of stocks, or all kinds of stuff like that. Roll the video. We got a video. Let's roll it. Let's roll it. Okay.
So it's up in the settings. You go in.
I like this step
You
by
gotta
step.
turn it on.
Oh,
you can see
now you've unlocked all this stuff. You can change the amount of stocks you have. You can change how much, not just the damage taken, but also the damage dealt. It's a separate value.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
So you have two separate values. The stock count can go anywhere from 1 to 99. The damage done and taken separately both go from 50 to 300%. And there you can see
look at
that's
that.
the stock counts literally shows in game. And again, blanket statement before people get overly excited. I always want to just be like, hey, this isn't 100% guaranteed,
but you
it's,
can see that
it's looking good.
The programming's in. I mean, look at all that. Look at him turn it up. I know that's you.
Yeah. And here you can see the sheer
yeah.
difference. That's 50 to 300%.
Oh, unfair matchup.
The sheer difference. They're both fresh up, and you can see how dramatically it affects things.
Which is good. I mean, I've been waiting for a feature like this because it's happened to me plenty where I'm showing the game to friends and they're digging it and they're starting to pick it up. But like, we really can't. Maybe I could carry them in friendly twos or something. And really what's going to happen is they're going to get wrecked, and then they're going to watch me try to 2v1 for a while, right?
The thing I'm
now we
most
can just
excited
play.
about is the YouTube videos that are going to come out, right? Like one stock versus 99 stocks. Like the egg soup. I want to see him do one stock versus 99 stocks, all chosen bots, and the damage dealt 50 to 300%. Like
there's no
difference.
way.
I want whoever does that first.
What's the bounty?
Fast RT. I don't know.
Oh, fast RT.
Yeah, we're
Dude, from
definitely
the
RTing that from the main account. But it's a feature. It's in the works, and we're very excited to get to show y'all a little bit of what we're working on.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a fun one, and that's happening. That one's less. We don't have to blanket ourselves that much with that one. That one's like you can see the programming. It's there again. I don't know. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. We need to keep ourselves safe.
Right, yeah.
We don't want to promise anything. But look, it's there. We're planning on it coming out in a future patch. Not the next one. Maybe not the one after that. But probably the one after that.
Yeah.
Hopefully. We'll see.
We're
Again,
targeting, I think, a couple, I think 2 patches, a couple months. Again, don't hold me to it, and maybe I'm revealing too much with that. But
we are walking that line.
It's something that, again, we're really excited, and it's something that we wanted to show y'all. Okay, now we're going to get into some nitty-gritty stuff. Can you handicap bots was a question someone had. And the answer is yes. It's actually in the video. I was showing it against bots. And then you also can change the difficulty of the bots. So I changed one to like extreme and gave it a 1 stock so that I could have an easier time against it, things like that.
Yeah, you can handicap with the bots. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Are you ready to get into some more stuff that is
I am. I saw somebody
less
asking, we should be able to spectate our friends in training mode. That's impossible. We literally can't do that. I'm sorry. It's like programmatically not because of what you have so much control in training mode with like frame stepping and I
like
mean,
powers
you can
viewer.
like break the game in training mode so easily. To make that happen all online would be like such a huge thing for So they well, hey, I'm just I saw some people asking questions about it. Okay.
all right.
Let's get into the real business here. Balance.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Well, this is like game features and balance because technically some of these are not inherently balance.
That's
Because
correct.
there's some weird lines with how
Yeah.
people define these things.
Okay. Well, basically, just in short, right, with
Mm-hmm.
what we've got with balance, there's new bot logic that's currently in experimental,
Okay.
right? There's the dodge changes that are also currently
Okay.
in experimental, right? And as far as those go, the bot logic's still being worked on. That's not going to get graduated yet.
Okay.
And then also currently in experimental, there's a change with throws.
Okay, let's
Right? Let's talk about that.
let's go a little bit more point by point because I feel like people are
I wanna go
like
in order.
gonna get confused.
All right, fine.
So first things first, if you don't know, because not everybody checks what the test features are. There's new bot logic, which is that we're trying to make the easy, medium, and hard bots a little bit closer in line to extreme and chosen bot because those were added later. So we're trying to fine tune them. They're still under works. It's still something that we're looking at, and it's something that we're hoping to graduate later down the line. That's as much
We
as
want
can
them to
say.
be a little more human.
Yeah. We want them to be a little
the
smarter.
old school bots, you know, it was good for the time being, but they can be a little like ditzy.
Yeah,
They can be
they're a little bit easier
we don't want
to
them to be
break
too good.
mentally.
There's no reason to
Yeah.
make them epic. You never want to disconnect and like expect your bot to do better than
Yeah.
you were doing. That's not how it's going to be. But just a little more like they know their moves more. They
Mhm.
do things that maybe a person would be more likely to do, and not so body. You know,
Yeah.
There's such bots right
Okay.
now.
Next on the list is a thing called throw clashing, which if you haven't heard, it's actually been an experimental.
It's in experimental right now.
It's literally
Yeah.
an experimental right now. And the way that it works is if you throw and somebody hits you on the same frame, though the person who hits will win out. They'll go straight through the weapon toss. So it actually beats out weapon throws if you're playing a little bit more aggressive in experimental. That's the way it works. And the good news is we're looking to graduate that in an upcoming patch.
I think you said the same frame.
Okay,
and
it doesn't
that's
have to
not
be
quite
exactly the
true.
same frame,
There
but
is when they throw a weapon at you, if you hit them before the weapon gets to you, the weapon throw won't hurt you. But there is a limit on it.
Yeah.
It's not forever, right? So because we want those calculated throws.
Because if you throw it like from across the map and
We
it
want
goes
Valhalla to
over
still
and you're
happen.
hitting and then it'll
Yeah.
still it's
So
a bit
there's
tricky.
like a reasonable window of time where, and you've seen it happen in tournaments and stuff
Mm-hmm.
where like, oh, he interrupted it with the weapon throw. Like that's not going to happen anymore.
Mm-hmm.
If you throw the weapon throw, follow closely behind it and get hit with whatever, because they have blasters, they can extend far out and hit you or whatever it is. When you're in hit stun, the weapon throw is not going to hurt you. Unless it was thrown like a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
Unless it was a dope calculated play. We're going to let that fly. That's cool. That should hit still.
Yeah,
So that's getting graduated. That's an experimental now, and it's good. That one's going to get graduated in an upcoming patch.
Yes, it should be graduating again in a month or two.
Okay.
Is the target.
Okay, and so another feature that's currently in experimental right now that's
Yep.
getting graduated is the new directional gravity cancel window, right?
Mhm.
It's basically the window is a little smaller than it was before.
Right,
Is
so
that right?
If you don't know what directional gravity canceling is, it's where, okay, so first you have to know gravity cancels. Spot dodge, press a button, you do your attack in the air, you do a grounded attack in the air. Directional gravity cancel windowing is when you're doing a directional dodge, but you cancel that in a short time span. So usually you'll see it like dodge up and then recovery comes out in neutral signature. We're tightening that window a little bit so that it's a little bit harder to misinput a gravity cancel neutral sig when you're trying to dodge up and then recover right after.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's been in experimental features. We've been testing it, and it looks good. It, again, is going to potentially graduate in a couple months.
Right. The last thing that's currently in experimental features that is not getting graduated, at least not the way it is right now, is the dodge cooldown stuff. I was honestly pretty excited about it right off the bat. A lot of people were excited about it right off the bat, but that's exactly why we have the experimental mode, because after some playing, after some theorizing, seeing what the community's done, talking with the community, seeing top player reactions and everything, not as good as we hoped. This is a big deal, right? Everybody dodges. This is a really, really big deal. One nice thing about the dodge feature, and absolutely what we want out of it, is a simpler rule, just something easier to understand. I find myself running out of breath trying to teach people how the dodge cooldown works in Brawlhalla because it is like confusing. You basically have to end up saying like it's up when it should be it should feel right. If you get used to it, it'll feel right. But like it's very confusing the way it works right now. So like the nicest thing about the gravity cancel changes right now is you can be like dodge window.
Dodge cooldown changes.
Sorry, not gravity cancel. Dodge cooldown changes. Is that you dodge and like your dodge is down for this amount of time every time. It makes it so easy to know with confidence that their dodge is down right now.
So let's get a little more technical with it so that people can understand the drastic changes.
Okay.
Currently in Brawlhalla, if you dodge on the ground, which is you can only spot dodge on the ground, it's I think about a second. If you dodge in the air, it goes up to 3 seconds if it's a directional dodge. But if you touch down, it goes down to 1.5 seconds unless it's a gravity cancel. And then also each of those dodge times have different timings because the air dodges are shorter, but you get distance traveled. The air spot dodge is actually longer because you can gravity cancel. The grounded spot dodge is actually a shorter time span. It's really complicated. It's really, really complicated. It feels fine because a lot of people have been playing the game for a really long time. But we want to make it a little bit more simplified, like you're saying, something a little bit more easier to communicate for people.
Unifying the air cooldown and the ground cooldown is like a really big part of that. Because like one thing you breeze through there real quick and your complicated explanation was if you dodge in the air, right, 3-second cooldown. Unless you land on the floor, then it resets to the 1.5-second ground cooldown. But if you had already waited long enough for the ground cooldown,
then it's
by
gone.
the time you touch the floor, it just resets your cooldown, right?
It can be confusing.
It could even be for just a frame. Like, for instance, when you guitar down air, I'm very familiar with this. When you guitar down air, they're not in hit stun the whole time. There's a little gap between, guitar down airing somebody into the ground. That little bit of frame window where they're like out of hit stun, their dodge cooldown resets, right? So that's one nice thing I like about the new cooldown is that their thing doesn't reset just because I pushed them into the ground for and they were out of hit stun for like a frame or two. But that's created some other complications and some worries and stuff with the community, and so not getting graduated yet, but we're still working on it.
Still working on it.
Yeah, we want to change dodge in a way that simplifies things and makes the game better, right?
Yes.
And this is just.
It's
just going to make the game better. That's the only reason to do it. Is
flat
to make the
out,
game better.
We're aware of right now gravity cancels. You can do a lot of them with that experimental feature, and then the weapon tosses kind of get changed the way the weapon tosses are used.
So yeah. So it is important to mention that we realize that it's kind of hand in hand. Any changes that happens with dodge really needs to be paired with changes to weapon throws because. Yeah, if using your dodge is very
it becomes really more valuable not to use your dodge.
Exactly. Yeah. And weapon throws is a real easy way to get your opponent to burn their dodge, right? And so then they're incentivized to run away, which is what we're trying to make we're trying to do less of here. So So they need to go hand in hand.
So that's all test features that are either currently in experimental or well, actually, they're all currently in experimental, and then some of them are planned to graduate. And what that does is once those graduate, that opens up more windows for us to put more test features in. Again, we don't want to overload the experimental queue with all these features and not get reasonable data, right?
Okay.
So once we start clearing out that queue, then we can start working on some other stuff. So this is going to be stuff that is... It's going to sound a little bit pie in the sky because it's stuff that's down the road, but it's also stuff that we're very genuinely, seriously thinking about, and it's like in the queue for what we're planning to work on next.
It's the plan. So all we've told you about as far as all this balance stuff and features is just what's currently in experimental and what's going to happen with it, right? Now it's like, what about after? Once we're finished with dodge cooldown, what's the next thing? Wall slip. Wall slip is the next thing. We're coming after wall slip. Trust me, that's something we've been wanting to get to for a while, and we're just going to do it. It changes the game for everybody.
Okay, I think you're getting out of order.
What?
It's not directly next in line.
Well, whatever.
It's
coming up.
It's in the line.
It's coming up.
Right. You're fine that it's in the line.
I'm pretty sure it's next in line after that. Let's see. This is how.
That's why I got to double check.
Now you know how real this is. we actually.
Okay, so no. There's something right before wall slip. So,
Okay, what happens before wall slip?
Again, it's all like down the road, and maybe it'll get changed up in the ordering. But we kind of are aware again of the fact that once dodges are changed, then it affects how weapon throws are used. So next in line is actually going to be reevaluating weapon tosses.
Oh, okay.
And so, again, no full details on how exactly we're going to address that. But that is one of the next experimental features. Is we've looked at it in the past. If y'all have been playing for a while, you know that we tried like a deflect system where if you dodge through a weapon, it like bounces off, things like that.
That was cool.
And we're still, spitballing again. This is a little bit further down the road.
Well, even with that feature, the game has changed a lot around that feature.
Yeah.
Like when we last tested it, it wasn't the same game as now. So even just testing that again with some minor tweaks and stuff will be valuable. But that's a really this is like the most experimental Q has ever gotten since Dash is changing seriously how weapon throws work.
Interact.
But it is important.
Yes.
And again, needs to go hand in hand with these dodge changes. Some easy ones are like reducing the available pickup time after you throw the weapon, right?
Yes.
It's already gotten reduced pretty heavily once. So you'll remember a time where it was about 3 times as long as it is now. They just sit on the floor and you grab them. So it's been reduced since then. The amount of time it takes for the weapon to fade away after you throw it. And probably just going to reduce it some more and see how that feels. But that's like the easiest. That's such an easy little fix. I don't want to make that like, oh, this is some cool thing we're going to try. It's like, that's a super. We're going to do that. It'll probably feel fine. We'll see. That's not a big one.
Okay, well, as much as you promised that, I gotta do the whole, nothing is guaranteed. Again,
True.
Everything we say, it's stuff that we're very much moving on, but we can never 100% guarantee. You just never know.
We're back at the heart of dev streams.
Yeah.
It's talking about dev stuff and then telling you, please don't hold us to
Please
it.
don't.
We're trying to tell you guys what, we're giving you an insight
It makes it hard to tell y'all this stuff when
doing.
y'all beat us up afterwards for it. All right. Okay. So we'll talk about wall slip before we go to this other point.
Okay, wall slip.
I know you're really excited about it.
It's
so
too long.
I'll let you say it.
Holy moly, it's too long. People can hang on the wall for way too long. We're gonna reduce that. We don't know what the number is. And maybe it'll also work differently. Currently, it's in-air actions, right? So a recovery, a mid-air jump, not necessarily wall touches, right? And it's a high number right now. We've got the numbers here.
It goes up to 15.
15.
We don't need to get overly detailed, but some things that you should understand
tighten it up.
Is that we're looking at the maximum and starting values for when those exclamation points happen. And one thing you should understand within wall slip that most people don't actually know is that once that first exclamation point comes up, the number of actions you have before the exclamation points come up actually goes lower. Yeah. And once 3 hits, then you don't get your wall jumps back.
Yeah.
And
but it resets when you lose
by
the
half.
Stock.
It's not a full reset.
Oh, really? When you lose the stock, it's not a full reset?
It resets by half. Yeah, exactly.
It's too complicated.
It's a bit complicated, but we're looking at reevaluating
a simple rule.
it.
This many wall touches or this many in-air actions, and it's a small number that won't make the person who's at an advantage with stage control have to test their patience for this guy with hammer or gauntlets to come back up onto the stage so we can have a fair fight. So
to be clear,
it's gonna be reduced. We need to figure out the right numbers.
Yeah.
That's coming up later when we
we
can't test too many things at the same time, or you mess up the test, right?
Yeah.
We can't change that many variables at once. But
so again, we're reevaluating wall slip, looking to reduce the maximum amount of actions, and also make sure that we don't start giving false positives with it, where you start seeing those exclamation points come out too early, things like that. All right. So next one, this is one that I'm sure you're actually a bit excited for.
I don't even know what you're going to talk about.
Okay. We are looking to update the tournament map pool and limit the range of weapon spawn locations, generally bringing them closer to the ground and more centered.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Finally.
That's another one in the queue, again, for the test features.
So one, tournament map set is going to be updated. It's been the same for a while. This is something I'm talking to players about, and I'm going to be putting out even a survey for anybody who's ever competed in a tournament. Just kind of want to know what you guys are thinking. And the tournament map set, it needs to be treated as a whole, right? You pull one piece out, like, well, people don't like this map that much, but that might unbalance things in terms of how map banning works and what's available.
You might
You
skew
have
them
the
too
right
much
number
towards a
of
certain thing.
properties with the right number of maps, and then also we really want to cycle in some of the new stuff because like we got some dope maps in there. So we're looking at all of that together.
Yeah.
But even more important, and this is something that'll just happen with every tournament map in all the tournament map set maps, is bringing the weapon spawns lower and closer to the center. Some of them are like 2 jumps and a recovery high when it spawns, and that's like crazy, right? It's mainly crazy when someone doesn't have a weapon. We can assume that maybe this person threw their weapon earlier, and then when it didn't work out, their plan B was to peace out until a new weapon shows up, and that only works because the weapon's spawning so high up in the air. So bringing it down lower, closer to the center makes stage control matter more. This, along with wall slip, makes stage control matter more. It's a delicate balance, though, because that could easily make the entire competitive scene revolve around starving weapons.
Yep.
Starving weapons can already be pretty powerful.
Effective. Yeah, it's definitely strong.
When it punishes somebody who throws their weapon too much, I'm not sweating over it. But, like, we can't have the entire match be he got the weapon, now he has weapon control. It's so hard for this guy to grab a new weapon.
It's definitely
but it's still important.
Yeah.
Lower,
it's all
closer to the center.
It's all good stuff that we're all planning to do. I think without, again, over-promising, the target is for this to be right after the midseason championship is when we start getting some of these bigger features officially added to the game. So you can guesstimate the roadmap, but that's the hope.
Yeah, just please remember, it takes a lot longer than you might imagine to do any of this. It's all so slow-moving, especially those of you who were with us back in the day, 6 years ago, when we could just do something and put it in, and it's all good. It takes a while. I mean, even just like we put something in today, how long is it going to be before it shows up in the game? Even if it was all ready to go, it's still several weeks, right? So, okay, just
development time has changed. It's not the Wild West that it used to be, and that comes with its own.
But it's happening,
good
like
things
for
and
real,
bad things,
it's happening,
okay.
and we're gonna talk about it, and like it's coming, and just I know it's gonna be like, well, where's those things? But come on,
all right, we got one last thing. Because production's telling us to start schmoovin'.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a fun stream.
Yeah. So we're gonna get this last thing out of the way, and then we can talk about, or we can just have fun.
We can have fun. We get service in here.
So of course, we're always looking at the game balance and things like that. And I can't tell you what weapons or things are going to be balanced, but we will kind of talk about the fact that in the last balance patch, some weapons had acceleration changed. And what that really means, because there was a lot of confusion about that, and honestly, I also was a little confused about that.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the way you move with that weapon. So if you're doing like a move in that direction, you used to be able to go that and then kind of drift back a little bit. That's been reined in. You can't change the acceleration as much. But once you're at that speed, obviously you're going to be at that speed. So what we're looking at with the next balance patch, and again, not 100% guaranteed, is to change that max speed. So it'll kind of be closer to what people were thinking when they read that balance note, is that it's the max speed that you travel with that that weapon and that attack will be reined in.
So a change happened, and now we're going to push a little further in the direction of those changes that already happened, particularly with, what were the 2 weapons? Axe?
Hammer and axe were the ones that were, I think, most looked at with terms of that acceleration.
So you're more and more committed to the attacks that you're trying to use.
Yeah, and it doesn't have as much velocity.
So
right.
that's
so
something
for you physics majors, velocity is distance over time, and then acceleration is distance over time. So the speed at which that velocity changes, we initially did the acceleration, but not the velocity. But that's it. Any final words, Foda, on these things?
We're gonna keep working on this stuff. We make Brawlhalla better is always part of the plan, in addition to all these other things that we do. And there's still even more. And what did you just say?
So he was saying there's going to be more balance changes, likely when we add those velocity changes, but we just can't talk about them right now. We didn't want to promise like, oh, we're going to look at X weapon, and then everybody's like, why didn't you do this? So that's one thing that we could clearly state, but there will likely be other balance changes with that balance patch.
Yes. for sure. Yeah, that drift acceleration stuff is something that we've reined in before. You might remember the time where Spearsider could be done backwards. Right?
All right. I got to kick you
even
off.
more.
Okay,
I'm out of here. Thank you.
Thank you, Foda, for coming on and
I hope that clears some stuff up.
Hopefully that helps out.
We're gonna keep doing this kind of stuff. We're gonna come on, tell you guys what we're thinking, and what else is on the docket, and then you'll see the results. But it is gonna take a little bit of time, but you'll see the results. Okay, thank you guys.
Let's get
Cirrus, let's get in here. Good luck
in
in ranked, brother. It's gonna be a tough one.
Thank you, Foda, again. Chat. I'm gonna chat with y'all a little bit. I know we were kind of in our own zone. We wanted to make sure that we hit these points because that's, I think, something that we might have missed on the last time we tried to do a stream like this, is that we didn't necessarily hit the things that we wanted to really show y'all that was in the works. And so now we get to get that out of the way and let y'all know what we're really working on instead of just telling y'all what we're feeling. I'm doing good, Huangana. Thanks for asking. How are y'all? Hopefully y'all aren't too bothered by these mic sounds. Stuff about the new legend. The real honest answer with regards to this new legend is, of course, we're working on it, and we're excited to show y'all when it's time. But really when it comes down to is when it's ready, we'll show y'all. But until then, of course, just wait with bated breath because we're excited for it as much as y'all are. Yeah. Will esports colors return? They haven't gone away. We got esports V2. You could have gotten it during Winter Championship, and there's very real possibility of esports V3 maybe getting announced later. I don't know. Maybe I'm starting to peek too far under the hood. Sorry, y'all.
I can't see chat.
So there's some questions that honestly I'm seeing were actually talked about on the previous Friday stream, but I'll try to answer them as closely to what they said. Someone was asking, oh gosh, now there's so many things. I lost it. Again, yeah. So okay, there's a lot of things that I'm sure y'all have all heard these answers, right? You want to ask about console clans. Well, guess what? We want to work on console clans. But in order to do so, we have to make sure that we flesh out the feature a little bit more because right now it's a glorified chat room. I think Circe is doing some spectating things. Are we ready? I was waiting.
I was just making sure my controls and stuff were good.
You're doing a practice run.
Yeah. Button check.
Okay. Can y'all see Cirrus?
Oh, yeah, my dodge is run. Okay.
Cirrus is doing a button check.
Oh, man.
Production, I have no game sound for what it's worth. All right, so shifting in topics now. We're going into ranked stuff. If you haven't heard about what Cirrus is doing, he's been grinding this ranked ladder. He's started off, he used to be a tin player, but he's starting to get plat a little bit more consistently, which is always exciting, but we want to show y'all that plat grind. So that's what we're going to be doing in a little bit. Right now, Cirrus is messing with his controls, and then we'll get him into some ranked games.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Think I can come back on this one, Duke?
Always.
Ooh.
There should be a way you can talk to the people you meet over crossplay. So this is something that people, I guess, don't know about, is that if you go into a custom game mode, then you can talk to them in chat. So I've had people invite me to a custom room and say, hi, thanks for being a dev, or hi, I love you. And I always appreciate those kinds of messages. And so if you ever want to say, like, hi, it was fun playing against you, you can invite them to a custom game mode. And
oh, man. Is that why people invite to custom?
Yeah.
I always think they want a rematch. And I'm like, no.
Well, there's a rematch feature now, too.
That's true. But not in
but yeah, if you're like in Strikeout and they invite you, usually it's so that they can say hi to you. But also, yeah, that's a PC feature. You can't, there's still no text chat for consoles. All right, are you queuing in rank now?
I am.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You look so uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
No. This is how I gamed. This is childhood gaming.
The 90-degree head turn is.
Well, I figured this is a 240, right?
Yeah. I think I think both of the ones that you're looking at are the 240s.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that audio.
Yeah, it's gonna be desynced for you.
Oh, that's
Again, this is our first time having a rank stream from this room, so there's gonna be some growing pains. It's fine. Hopefully, it's not gonna bother you too much.
No, I used to play without audio.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna cut game sound. Oh, okay, that's fine then.
Oh no.
All right, chat. I know y'all have a bunch of burning questions about game things and features and things like that, but that is no longer what the stream is about. The stream is now about getting better as players, and we're gonna hope that Cirrus can get better against this Artemis. But until then, if y'all have questions,
Still close.
but I'll
Still
talk
close.
to Cirrus actually. Yeah, I don't wanna. I'm gonna be in Cirrus's ear either way, and I'm trying to decide if it's better for me to just be quiet and we just watch
No,
the
no,
gameplay,
it's
or
totally fine. It's totally fine.
if I should just.
I'm vibing. This is like actually pretty comfortable.
Okay.
That was bad.
Ooh, okay. That quick audio shift. All right, let's see what's going on here. I like the axe and the scythe isn't that bad. It can be a rough matchup, but if you're comfortable with it, it's actually not too bad. Generally, you want to lean more into the neutral lights.
Neutral lights, okay.
All right. Over to the sword. Still sticking with the scythe.
Yep.
Yeah, we have no game sound now, so that's fine. Okay. I'm watching this match a little bit, so apologies, chat, if I get really quiet, because I'm trying to see. Right now, this Artemis really likes jumping, so honestly, like axe downlights and axe N6 should be really solid.
Watch this. I got the read.
Ooh, that was a punish opportunity. That's something that you chat and Cirrus will get better at is people who use like long active frame recoveries over those corners. Tragedy.
Yeah.
I'm watching replay because I don't want to be too out of sync. You're fine. This is definitely winnable. A D-light recovery should be good.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that D-light though.
With how they're playing, maybe like a dash jump recovery might be good if you start seeing them playing float again.
Okay, I need to win this stock.
All right, that's what I was waiting for. You're good. This is definitely winnable.
You know what I'm really excited about with this new studio is that you can watch my inputs now.
Oh, like we could just put a camera on your hands.
Well, yeah, but also like, but you as my
Oh,
coach.
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you always ask me like why I do stupid stuff, and normally my answer is I'm just stupid. But like now you can actually see.
Ah, yeah. I can see your hands be stupid for you.
Yeah. Did I lose Elo? Oh no.
Yeah.
I can't believe I lost.
That's what
that
happens
one.
when you lose.
So close.
It's okay.
Rips in chat. I will say it is weird now without the audio.
Yeah. Again,
it was like yeah.
It's stuff that we're working on. You know, things will change up.
I wouldn't mind if the audio came back, even if it was out of sync.
even if it's out
I
of sync.
do apologize. Man, Toast is amazing. Bruh, Cirrus is bad. Yep.
That's kind of the point. If you don't know, okay, the point isn't to just watch somebody lose. But if you haven't been following what these Friday streams are about, is Cirrus is y'all. Cirrus is equivalent to, honestly, he's better than about 50% of the people who play the game.
Oh, my fingers were in the
And as such, he's assuming that Twitch chat is an equivalent proportion of the people who play the game. Cirrus is about better than 50% of y'all. And
That's right.
the point is that he has gotten better, and so y'all can get better. And he's learned, and y'all can learn.
I lose this Elo
Y'all
for
can
you.
learn through him. and you can watch and be like, oh, what decision he made there was a bad decision. I should not make that decision. Things like that. So you can kind of learn. It's like watching esports things, but at a different pace, right? It's a little bit more consumable, in my opinion, to watch if you're not used to watching the esports space.
I'm an elo drop, so snipe Cirrus. Bet I'll see you there.
You wouldn't be the first, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, as long as you give me elo too, we're good. I think I held on to that first stock pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially
Extra credit would have been nice, but that wasn't too bad. You could destroy him, that's fine. And you'll get the opportunity probably next charity stream if that's something that you're concerned with. But if you want to, I don't know, pump your chest like that, that's fine. That's not really what the stream is for, though. The stream is to learn.
Oh, that was supposed to be a neutral sig. This keyboard is too good.
Is it?
Yeah.
We have a, I don't know how to describe it besides it looks like a library keyboard, if you want that one.
I'm just so used to like my junk keyboard now.
Yeah. Do you still use the ergonomic one?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
And I stopped like, before I used to swap over when we were playing ranked to the gamer one, but I do not do that anymore.
Well, you can bring your keyboard next time.
Oh, my keyboard is...
How does an ergonomic keyboard look like? I believe the one that he had was split 50-50. So it had like half the keys on one hand, half on the other. So you didn't have to bring them as close.
Yeah. It's split and it's... I read your spot dodge there, sorry. It's split and it's like kind of... Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, I'm still going. It's split and it's kind of at an angle too, so like your wrists... So you're
Yeah,
in a more
okay,
comfortable
yeah.
position.
It's supposed to be more comfortable. Y'all didn't see it, but he was doing some... It's because you normally look at a keyboard and it's
you're doing
straight,
this. So this is
perpendicular.
what you're
It's a little
doing.
bit more.
Oh, man.
Does that help with your hands and wrists, Sora wants to know?
It does, and I use a little thing.
Do you do the exercise? Do you do like wrist stretching and like the...
I should do more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that stuff that has helped other people who have had those issues is like wrist stretches.
Yeah, I bought the wrist rest, and I have one of those things that you do this with. It's been hurting.
That hurt me to watch. He won.
Wait, what hurt? The wrist exercises?
No, some people are upset with the way that you play Zariel. And admittedly, I'm not a big fan of it, but
Please.
the fact of the matter is you won.
It's all dubs. All dubs.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
It is on the opponent to make adjustments.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Nice. Spot dodges.
Can you Q snipe Cirrus? Yeah, go for it.
Risky down sig. If you had a problem with how I play Zariel, you're going to have a problem with how I play Brax. I'm just saying.
Are there any pros who use controllers? I believe Koslix does.
Koslix does.
I think, does Stingray or Java? I might be wrong. What is his peak elo? I think Plat 1 or 2. Oh yeah, Acno might also be another controller player. Sig. Yeah. Famously, Cirrus hit like 30-something SIGs in a game once. Or, well, didn't hit, but he used 30-something SIGs in a game once. Are there any devs who are Diamond? I think there's a handful of us.
There's a lot of them.
Not
Oh,
all
I
of
know
us
options.
play, admittedly.
Yo, what up, Fox?
Swada uses controller. Java uses controller. Stingray uses controller. Thank you, chat. Wesley as well. Oh, Stingray uses keyboard and mouse? Okay.
Mouse.
Someone in chat lied to me.
Is mouse a thing? Like, do a lot of people use mouse?
Why is he on the floor? Because the desk is low, so he's trying to lower his body so that he has a better angle. I'll show y'all. Oh, actually, wait, no. You can. Okay, the desk is literally down here, so that's why he's on the floor. Usually, when you're playing on any surface like a desk, you want it to be about like a 90-degree for your arm. Any lower is going to be uncomfortable, right? If he's playing up here, so he's just trying to get a better angle for his body. That's all.
Oh, spot dodges. Come on. Use recovery instead.
Can you play tourney in mobile? Yes. Add a cooldown between SIGs. There is one. Cooldown between SIGs is if you use the same SIG multiple times, then there is an increased cooldown between the usages, and that exists.
Yo, my Vrax is amazing. I love it.
He's also playing an 8 Dex Legend. Keyboard and mouse is not bad. There's nothing wrong with keyboard and mouse. Usually the reason why pros jump off keyboard and mouse is because that's 2 things that you have to bring to a tournament versus 1.
Stingray uses mobile. Yep.
I believe
confirm. GG. Well played. Oh, that was rude. Hit me with the thumbs down.
Sag.
Dang.
You should hit him with a
Vrax.
fate
Vrax
shrug.
Big Brain.
Shrug. Oh yeah, Vrax. Well, since you just played Vrax, that makes sense.
It's a new setup. My BM's not up to speed
Yeah,
yet.
you'll get it one of these days.
Oh, man. Okay. How's your season going?
I feel bad. I have not. I'm literally juggling like 10 games. I realized that today. I'm playing like 10 games, and
Ooh.
I have not had time to get into.
This is a rematch.
Snap! Here we go.
Are you playing Lost Ark?
I'm gonna be a free-to-player. So when that comes out.
Today.
Oh, is it today?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm glad I didn't purchase it. Patience paid out.
I'm not gonna lie, I purchased it, and I totally could have been a free-to-player. Ooh!
Do we play any fighting games? I do. I play Guilty Gear. The most recent fighting game I've been playing is Blaze Blue because that I think went on sale relatively recently, and I love Blaze Blue. Platinum the Trinity is my queen, but
Duke, help! How do I
hit them? I'm just kidding.
Oh!
I haven't been watching. I've been talking with chat.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so
I need to focus.
great sword, string weapon. Most important thing is being careful about your dodges. For now, try just dodging out and away. Make sure you don't use your dodges on approaches, and make sure you're just generally try dodging out and away.
Ah, the spot dodge. Okay, I have quite a deficit.
No, this is fine. You took way less damage once you started paying attention to how he was using greatsword. Ooh, that was a punish opportunity.
Oh, so you just... Ooh, nasty.
All right, let's see how he plays hammer. Try to stay a little more grounded against his hammer. And try aiming for neutralites against it, yeah. Nice. Weapon toss? Oh, you didn't need it. I'm 3 seconds delayed, so sorry if my advice is really bad.
Ooh, that greatsword hits.
You're okay. You're okay. You just got to be careful about your dodges. Don't panic. Don't panic. You're good.
Let me out.
If you lose your stock, just breathe. Just take a just
I
take
don't
a
know
second
what I
breathe.
was trying to do there. I think I
You're
was
fine.
trying to like neutral sig out or something.
Worry about it after. He's only got greatsword.
It's like,
Focus on your dodges, dodging out and away.
how is he moving so fast? I don't understand this.
He dashes on whiff.
Ooh, I shouldn't have done that. Should I? I don't.
That's just matchup knowledge. You didn't know it.
Spot dodge again. Oh, I always get caught with hammer or axe. GG.
Did you do it?
I did not
You
do
did
it. I don't know what happened, but
We take those.
We take those, yeah. Ooh.
We sort of take those. Okay. You actually did a really good job after you lost your first stock because you started slowing down and just being like, all right, let me be careful about how I dodged. One big thing you did, though, is you started he wanted to rematch you.
Oh,
you started
man, I need that for
dodging
battle
in.
pass missions too.
You started panic dodging in again. Like that's as long as you focus on not dodging in against the greatsword, you saw him like be forced to throw to hammer, and that's when he would be like, okay, let me play hammer, and you know how to play against a hammer.
Yeah.
So as long as you're not letting him get the greatsword stuff, then you're good.
Okay.
He kept dodging in though. Still, it was a lot less.
I did say that I was going to play Vector ranked.
Oh wow, we're already at
So I need to
5-minute
win.
timer. Okay.
This one's for
All right,
Ajax.
I
and
guess this is
Brainlands.
the last one of the stream.
No, please. I need to win it then.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was Diamond Sniper? Okay.
I don't know. I have a 1-0
You
against
got
that person.
stream sniped. All right, let me watch this game. Stop going for that. Sideline sick.
I don't know why I did what I did there. Don't worry, I will still win this match.
You need a chase dodge after you hit that.
Oh man, okay.
Uh-oh.
No!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Feels bad.
Somebody press the Windows key.
I pressed the Windows key. We need a do-over. Oh no. Can I two-stock? This is the question.
We don't have a controller set up right now. And also, he normally plays keyboard. They don't reveal the new legend. Again, when it comes to new legend conversation, we're working on it, and we are excited to show you when it's ready. And just keep an eye out on our socials, and you'll see some cool stuff when the time comes. You got this. You got this.
Everybody trying to be Akano.
Nice. Oh, unfortunate. Sirius destroying despite losing 2 stocks early. Yeah, he was. I mean, he was technically winning. It's just he threw stocks. So this is definitely super winnable for him. And also the Mordex is trying to unarmed only right now, which helps a lot. Is Brawlhalla going to do a metadev reveal? We do the metadev reveals around BCX. We basically just started with the last metadev, and they last for a year. So you'll probably find out the metadev close to November, around when we usually do our World Championships. Am I watching Attack on Titan? Heck yes, but that's not what the stream is about. If you want to talk to me about stuff like that, come to my personal stream. Talk all about anime. Give us a hint of who the metadev is. We haven't even thought about who the metadev is.
Do we have enough time? Can I run one back?
We don't talk about metadev until close to the World Championship.
Thank you so much. I couldn't go out on that one.
No.
Oh,
That was a series of tragedies. It's fine.
I shouldn't have gone out stage. Also, like, I will show you how we do unarmed.
We'll give y'all some extra time on this one. Again, hopefully y'all enjoyed what we did at the start of this stream. Don't expect it to be something we do weekly or anything like that, but we wanted to get some of that stuff out there for y'all and let y'all know.
Okay, maybe not the... Ooh, maybe not the one to do unarmed. Duke, what's going on? Why am I failing so hard?
Let me watch. Sorry, I was looking at chat.
Oh man, these GC down sigs.
This is super winnable. For the most part, what he's doing is he'll whiff a side sig and then just do an immediate jump gravity cancel D sig. So if you like dash in, dodge back, you'll bait that and then you can punish.
Come on, end the stock. Okay. Okay, I will take your advice.
Just breathe. You totally know what to do. This guy's pretty much only got like 2 routes that he goes through, so you just got to be ready for it. Oh, snap. He's doing other things. You learn you can't get away with it. But you know how to play against Greatsword now.
Oh,
You're okay. You're okay.
baited.
You can also use your range advantage with Spear. I think definitely stick with Spear. It's what's working for you. Nair, Sair, Enlight, those are things that are going to help you a lot. Nice. Oh, you're so good. Just do a normal thing after a sideline. All right, you're good.
GG.
See?
Ooh, the disconnect.
I had full faith in you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I hit 1600, which is nowhere near where I was supposed to be. But I say what?
No, you won that one. That was a match that I think old Sirius would have broken on.
Yeah.
And I think it just kind of is a testament to the growth that you've had, and of course, all about that personal growth.
I would totally join you on the couch right now, but my feet are asleep now.
Yeah,
so.
I figured as much. I was gonna say,
Yeah, I'm
you're
stuck
pretty
here
stuck there.
until the camera's off.
We're gonna have
so.
to like roll you out of that spot. Thank you all for watching the Friday dev stream. I know it's a little bit of a different one, but we still got to get some of that ranked stuff out there, get to see Sirius climb, and hopefully we got some good information for y'all that y'all enjoyed hearing about and seeing. Real quick before we go, Toast, do you want to show them the handicap feature one more time just so that they can see it in case someone missed it? Is that okay? Okay. Sorry, I know you said not to throw too many wrenches at you.
Yo, that's a real cool feature, and I'm gonna love using that one.
Yeah. All right. Let's look at it one more time. Again, this handicap feature is something that is aimed to come into the game in a couple months. Again, no guarantees, blanket statement for our dev streams. But the way you get it is to the lobby features. You allow handicaps, and then you can turn on different stock changes. Right. You can have 1 to 99 stocks, and then the damage dealt versus the damage taken.
Yeah, this is gonna be real cool, real useful. I know, especially because, like, I mean, there's a lot of diamond players
Yeah.
that I'm familiar with or that I play with, and it's just, I just want a chance.
Yeah.
You know?
3.
This will be
2,
your way of
1,
saying that you beat
brawl.
Sandstorm. Is you get him to let you hyper handicap it.
I don't think I could beat Sandstorm at like 200%.
You think?
Honestly.
Okay. Well, maybe one day. All about that. But here again, you can see kind of that dichotomy. That's 300 versus 300, right? 300 damage taken versus 300 damage dealt, or 50% damage dealt. You didn't understand math. Sorry.
Big difference.
Yeah, it's dramatic. That's straight up. That's a fresh stocked Bodvar, and just a fully charged hammer side sig is enough with all of the changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So on that note, again, thank you again for coming out to our Friday dev stream. We have weekly dev streams Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Again, don't expect something like this for every single stream. Monday is our esports dev stream where you get to hear Foda talk about esports stuff, something that he's very passionate about. Tuesdays is our hangout stream. We had our V-Day stuff, which is why this set looks like this if you were confused. And you can also watch us hang out. We just kind of do goofy stuff on our Tuesdays. And then Fridays, we try to be educational. We get to play ranked and have fun.
I learned a lot this Friday. I learned about dodges.
Yeah.
I had no idea there was so many variables to dodging.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a complex beast, and we're hoping to make that less complex. But thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll catch y'all on the next dev stream.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Must be